Good morning, meekness and obedience. So let's discuss our first lesson, the theme and techniques in creative nonfiction. Okay, so nonfiction is a wide kind of comparisons that incorporates all books that are not established in an anecdotal account. So creative nonfiction can be classified in history and biography. So it might be instructional, it can offer publication and humor, and it can mull over philosophical requests. So if a book is not delved in a made story, by then it is certified. So let's have the truth about creative nonfiction. So the first one is fact. So the core of nonfiction is fact. So unlike in creative nonfiction that we discussed last semester, so in creative nonfiction is different. So the next one is extensive research because you need some information that might be crucial in writing a certain piece of creative nonfiction. So next one is reporting. So documenting the gathered information like review or interview or reports help you keep records and files for future usages. So that is included in creative nonfiction. So we also have the personal experience and personal opinion. So you can incorporate your personal experience and personal report along or while writing the text. So we also have the essay format. So most of the creative nonfiction has an essay format type. So we have here the list of the most common literary devices that writers incorporate into their nonfiction writing. So the first one is the storytelling. So in storytelling, the goal, challenges, and obstacles, a turning point and resolution of the story shall be delivered spontaneously to help the readers understand the flow of the story. So as you remember, we have the elements of plot or the elements of the story during our creative writing, and that is the same with the storytelling narration in creative nonfiction, but the content might be a bit different. So the character and characterization, or how the character portray the essence of his or her values, or even the attitude of the author of how the character develops the story. Next, we have setting, atmosphere, and scene. So the writer creates scenes that are action-oriented, include dialogue, and contain vivid description. So in creative writing, we have discussed how to deliver a vivid descriptions of a certain scene or a certain thing. So in creative nonfiction also, we have to create a setting, atmosphere, and scene that are clear to the readers. So we also have the plot and plot structure. So we also have it in memoir, and there are significant events that can be included in our creative nonfiction piece. Then we also have to use figurative language. So in figurative language, it will help the writer in writing the nonfiction piece. So we have to use that. So the angle or the point of view, it may be first person, the second person, or even the third person point of view. So in dialogue, this can help to make the story run within the characters. Then the theme, this is the central idea or the universal truth presented in the work. So if you are familiar with the theme of the story, then you can understand the whole piece. Okay? Then we also have the 5 R's of creative nonfiction. So in creative nonfiction, Lee Gutkind, who is a writer, professor, and expert on creative nonfiction, wrote an essay called The 5 R's of Creative Nonfiction. So when we hear the words creative nonfiction, then the 5 R's will follow. So the first thing is we have to remember it is a real life. Okay? So it contains elements that are real. Then the next one is a reflection. So most of the creative nonfiction pieces come from the reflection of the writers. Then we have to research the information. Then reading. Then after that will be the writing. So we have already discussed the types of creative nonfiction. So let's proceed to the next topic. Okay, we have done that one. Okay, that's it. Okay, that would be our first lesson in this session. So we will also discuss the next lesson on the following days.